If you're a man in a relationship, there's a specific moment where everything shifts. Not when you argue, not when she pulls away, not when attraction fades. It happens much earlier. It happens when nothing seems wrong. That's when most men start losing ground and don't realize it until it's already too late. Stay with me. This is not advice you've heard before. And before we begin, subscribe to this channel if you want insight that actually makes you dangerous in relationships, not just agreeable. Part 1. The relationship phase that destroys men. Most men think relationships fail because of conflict. Wrong. They fail because of role crystallization. At some point, without discussion, without agreement, you get assigned a role. Not by words, by patterns. Once that role sets, changing it feels almost impossible. And here's the dangerous part. Men don't notice when the role is forming. They only notice when respect is already gone. Part 2. The invisible role men fall into. It's not the nice guy. It's not the provider. It's more subtle. It's the role of emotional stabilizer. You become the one who smooths tension, adjusts moods, explains himself, keeps the peace. At first, this feels mature, responsible, masculine, but psychologically you stop being the unknown. You become the regulator, and desire does not live in regulation. Part 3. What women respond to but never say. Here's something most men never hear. Women do not bond deeper when a man understands them more. They bond deeper when a man remains himself under emotional pressure. That's the key difference. Understanding her emotions is neutral. Holding your center while emotions exist, that's attractive. Most men confuse empathy with self-erasure, and slowly, without realizing it, they dissolve. Part 4. Why stability can reduce attraction. This will sound strange, but listen carefully. Stability is only attractive when it comes from inner abundance. When stability comes from fear of loss, it feels like control, not intentional control, energetic control. You're not trying to trap her, but your emotional availability becomes constant. No tension, no edge, no unpredictability, and the relationship stops breathing. Part 5. The mistake that locks the dynamic. At a certain point, many men make this move. They start managing the relationship instead of living their life. They ask, where are we heading? Are we okay? What can I do better? These questions sound healthy, but timing matters. When you ask them from insecurity, you place the relationship above yourself. And the moment the relationship becomes the highest authority, you are no longer. Part 6. The Stoic truth most men miss. A Stoic man does not center the relationship. He centers his principles. The relationship orbits him, not the other way around. This doesn't mean being cold. It means being anchored. You don't react to emotional weather. You move through it. That calm creates gravity. Part 7. Why open communication backfires for men. Here's a controversial truth. Communication does not fix power imbalances. It exposes them. When a man over-communicates emotions, he leaks certainty. Women feel emotions first. Men must feel direction first. When direction disappears, attraction weakens, even if love remains. This is why many relationships feel safe, but dead. Part 8. The silent contract you never agreed to. Every relationship forms a silent contract, not spoken, observed. If you always give more, you are expected to. If you always explain yourself, you must keep explaining. If you always adjust, you will always be the one bending. And once the contract is written, breaking it feels like betrayal, even though you never signed it. Part 9. How strong men avoid this trap. Strong men do one thing differently. They let space exist. They don't fill silence. They don't rush to fix discomfort. They don't chase emotional clarity. They remain present, but not intrusive. This creates something rare, emotional oxygen. Part 10. Why she starts questioning her feelings. When attraction fades, women rarely say, "I lost respect." They say, "I don't know what changed." What changed is simple. The man stopped being self-contained. He became readable, predictable, emotionally accessible at all times. Mystery died not because he hid things, but because he stopped choosing himself first. Part 11. If you're already in this position. If you recognize yourself here, do not panic. Do not confront. Do not announce changes. Reset happens in silence. You reclaim your routines, reduce emotional availability, stop managing her feelings, return to your mission. No speeches, no explanations. Behavior rewrites contracts. Part 12, the final reality. Men must accept. A relationship does not preserve a man. A man preserves the relationship, not through effort, but through self-respect in motion. The moment you abandon yourself for harmony, you trade attraction for approval, and approval is cheap. If you're a man in a relationship, this is your warning. Not to love less, but to disappear less. Do not become emotional furniture in your own life. Stay grounded, stay directional, stay whole. If this gave you a perspective you've never heard before, like the video, subscribe for more uncommon truths, and share this with a man who feels something is off but can't explain why. Your gesture might save him years.